Hello, and welcome back to Metropolis, or should I say the One at a Time series, where every episode we make one new build and add it to the world, and at the end of the series, which I don't know when that will be, by the way, we will have a wonderful, massive city. So last episode, we did a lot of progress, because I accidentally had this footage corrupted. I just used the time-lapse from the houses and added on, and it became my biggest episode yet. However, I have like 3 episodes scheduled that have not come out yet. So this episode is episode 7.5, going in between episode 7 and episode 8. It just means that it's not in the regular scheduling of everything. So this episode, what I'm thinking is I would kind of like to do something over here on this side. We'd have a building over here, maybe just a mountain here, I don't know, maybe we'd have some sort of forest trail, and then continue down here and we'd have other houses and paths and stuff, and that could be really cool. First of all, I think I'm just gonna dig out a path for the road, and done. And there's a small area of space in here that we could potentially fill with some flowers like I've got here. I mean, the road sort of curves around, but it'll just continue off in this direction. So this little area here is gonna stay pretty naturey, because I like this tree and I don't wanna have to break it. And also, we have a bit of a path going around here, and so if we keep it kind of naturey, and maybe put like a little bit of a fence, I don't know, some sort of decorations here, it could look pretty good. I think one of these buildings over here is going to not necessarily be a house, but maybe some sort of shop, maybe an ice cream stand, some sort of disco party place, I'm not sure. And above it, maybe there could be some more houses like we have on top of them in here. This is the basic layout, and of course there's going to be some other houses on top. It's not just going to be one building, which means we're going to have a nice little staircase going through here, much like the alleyway that you see over here. I kind of want to replicate that feel, because this is supposed to be its own separate little path. Okay, so look what I've done here. I've made this part come, like the road come out a little bit more here, and this is where we're going to have the actual alleyway section. And we've got a little bit of a little bit of flowerage right there. So what color is this house going to be? It's got to be a similar color, like bright and vibrant, like all of these, but I don't necessarily want to stick with just these colors. Okay, so I think this house is going to be red, because none of the other ones are red, but it still fits in with the same bright colors. And so my idea is having this come out a little bit. The house on top could be bigger than the one on the bottom. All of the other houses are 1 block inward from the one underneath it, in terms of this direction, and they're all the same size in terms of the other directions, but I'm going to make this one 1 block inward in terms of this direction, and then 1 block outward on either side in, you know, the other directions, and see how that works, because I think it could be kind of cool. Alright, well, let's time-lapse this, because honestly, you don't want to see me building this stuff, and so I'm probably just going to cut it out anyways if I don't time-lapse it. So I really need to figure out what the problem with OBS is, because it happened again. What happened in the footage that got corrupted is I decorated the interior of this house. I mean, it's not fully done yet. I decorated part of the interior before I realized. So let's just finish decorating this, I think. So this one's a little bit more roomy than a lot of the other bathrooms I have been decorated, which that's a little bit of a strange thing to say, to be fair, because that is a bit of a strange thing to do. But I've got some candles, I've got some flint and steel, and I don't know why it's raining. That's kind of annoying. So there's 2 people that are going to be living in this place at this time. So I'm just gonna set up 2 plates. But these people probably have guests over a lot. Well, that's the top house. Oops. I could potentially actually do something that's coming out of the side. If they had like a little window up here, that wouldn't be out of place. So we have this place set up. Right now it looks very torn apart. But I think the idea with these is you just turn these sideways. I'm not sure I can do them well. I started this series because my Minecraft building skills weren't the best. I think this is just gonna prove that. And then we can even have like a separate balcony up here. I don't have any higher level balconies, but this one is going to be my first. See, I wanted it to be round, and I think this works. I'm using a lot of trapdoors in places where they're not supposed to be open and closed, but that's just Minecraft building nowadays. This is like becoming a pretty great house because it's got a lot of space. Alright, I think I don't necessarily want it to be spruce because everything else is spruce, and so it's kind of just making it a little weird. Wrong side. Come on, man. Please, just be nice to me. Okay, I had to break it just to make it fit. It's fine. There was another balcony over here. I'm too obsessed with connections in this specific Minecraft build. If there was like a little path, I kind of have to do it now. It's perfect. And look, they have a nice connection. And there's a gate, so they can open and close the gate. Because technically this is mostly this person's balcony, but like, they share it with this person. And so this is probably, so they're probably neighbors and friends. They're probably pretty good friends. So this person, we've established that the lore is that they like to have a lot of people over for dinner a lot of the time. And you know what, maybe we can even put all of the plates in there. It's like maybe right now. So there's 2 people living here. They're a couple. They don't have any kids. Over there, there's a couple with a kid. And so combined, there's 5 spots at the dinner table. So these guys host this couple a lot. I am just loving this. This entire village area, from the top, it's not really that great because all the roofs are the same, but I made a specific choice not to texturize the roofs too much because what's really important is everything else. So I want to bring your attention away from the roofs and bring it down to everything down here because I feel like that's what's most important. Everything's interconnected and that's what I love so much. But I have ignored this house down here. I have fully ignored this house so far. I might split this house. I'm using planks and not trapdoors because I feel like I would like to have things right up against the walls on both sides. And with trapdoors, you can't have that. This is where they tend to host people, and this is their bedroom. I really like the idea of having a lectern because then you can have like a journal or a diary right next to the bed. And it just feels really personal. And in a lot of these more cramped houses, I put chests underneath the beds. It's sort of them looking out at the people walking through and stuff, but still it's a window and you can see out onto the street. If I put in some like worn downness, is that weird? I don't know, I think this is pretty good, honestly. I've always said that the dark oak door looks like a bedroom door, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this door as the bedroom door, and it separates these 2 sections of the house. When I was looking at Replay Mod, I saw this and I thought it looked pretty great. So I'm gonna put this back, I think, and I think we're gonna add this little garden patch here. I think that looks pretty nice. The vibes are immaculate. The vibes in this town are immaculate. I cannot tell you how many times I have just walked through my Minecraft world. There are some final steps that I did forget, and that is to put these little banners down. Just look at this. I cannot wait to see the tour. And with that, I think it's time to cue the tour. And welcome back! So, I just wanted to end this video off saying I am so in love with this project. The One at a Time series in general, but especially these few episodes in this little town area. Oh my goodness. I am in love. And so if you also enjoy this series, then maybe you could watch some more or click subscribe or something, or do both. Anyways, I'll see you later.